Hi everybody, it's Gemma. Welcome back to Pampered Wolf. In today's video, it's going to be very short, but it's going to be a very in-depth review of the brand new product release from Fenty Beauty. This is the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener. I've got 4 different shades of these. I'll talk to you a little bit more about those 4 shades as we go on in this video. I bought 2 right at the very beginning, realised they were the wrong shades for me, and then bought another 2. Again, made a few mistakes when I was buying this, but it means that this review can be more in-depth and prevent you from making the same mistakes that I did. I'm going to say right from the get-go and lay my cards out on the table, which I don't normally do at the beginning of a review. I really like this product. However, and there is a big however, there are going to be a lot of people that will not get on with this. And again, I'm going to go into that in the review. So if you are new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload 2 to 3 videos on YouTube every single week. And I'm also on Instagram if you fancy checking me out over there. It's at Pampered Wolf, all lowercase, no spaces. I would really appreciate it if after today you've liked what you've seen, you come and join the Pampered Wolf pack by clicking on that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. I mean, why would you want to miss any of these? Really? So like I said at the beginning of this video, I really like this product, and the main reason that I really like this product is because it's unlike any other eye brightener that I've ever tried. So eye brighteners tend to be quite shiny, they have a sheen on the surface of the skin, and if they don't have that shiny surface, they tend to have reflective particles in there, which can be quite glittery underneath the eye, and a lot of the times I don't get on with those products because I don't want it to look like I've got highlighter plastered underneath my eyes. It's just not a good look for me. Eye brighteners also tend not to be buildable, and if you do try and build them up, they tend to crease. All of those things do not apply to this eye brightener. So yeah, I really like it because it's different. So let me just show you the packaging. So it's really nice, it's sleek, I think it's really classy looking. It is a plastic squeezy tube. When you take off the lid, there is like a bulbous plasticky head on there. I don't think it's necessary, but I do think it looks nice. I really do. So it does squeeze out of the end onto your hand. You need very, very little product, so that amount will do both eyes for me, no question. So let's do a little bit of bump on this and I'll show you the application of all the shades that I bought. So this is the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener. It will set you back £18 in the UK and you get 10 mils worth of product. This comes in 16 different shades. Now I've bought the 3 fairest shades, plus I also bought the shade Melon as more of a colour correcting shade. I will fill you in more on those shades in just a second. So this is supposed to brighten and conceal, and it has micro powders in here which softly blur imperfections. These microfibers also help the product to self-set. So if you don't want to, you don't need to set this in place, but you can if you feel like you need to set this a little bit more. This is supposed to instantly hydrate. It's got glycerin, jojoba oil, sodium hyaluronate, and urea in here. It's super lightweight underneath the eyes. It really does melt into the skin to give that no makeup look. It's buildable sheer coverage. So if you are expecting full coverage with this, you are not going to get it. This is not for you. But in that instance, you may want to pick up one of these as more of a colour correcting shade to apply concealer over the top. This is supposed to be crease, humidity and sweat resistant. It's free of fragrance, essential oils and alcohol, and it's also cruelty free. Now the main thing I need to make you aware of is the shade selection, because this is where you can go seriously wrong. And on the Fenty website, and the Fenty website is usually absolutely spot on for shade descriptions, it shows you all the shades and it tells you which one is going to be suitable for you, anywhere from light skin tones all the way up to deep skin tones. But this is where I feel like the shade descriptions are slightly misleading. So I feel like I have a fair to light skin tone. I often go for the ones that say it's for light skin. So I bought the 3 fairest shades because it says they were for light skin. They are way too fair for me, which is good and bad. So it's good because people with skin that is fairer than mine, you have a shade that is going to work for you in this collection. It's going to be from the fairest of the fair all the way up to the deepest of the deep. However, because it was labeled light skin, I spent money that I really shouldn't have spent and wasted quite a bit. So I'm going to show you the shades that I bought just so that you don't make the same mistakes as me. So I bought the fairest shade, which is Rose Quartz. That is labeled Cool Pink to brighten and colour correct for light skin tones. The light skin tone category, I would say, is for fair skins. I don't think it's for light skins, I think it's for fair skins. I then got the shade Warm Ivory, which is warm for light skin tones. Again, I would say that is for fair skin tones. And I then bought Seashell, which is neutral for light to light medium skin tones. I would say fair to light for that one. I then decided to buy the shade Melon. Now, the reason I bought the shade Melon is because I thought it would be deep enough for me to use as a colour correcting shade. Now, Melon says that it's cool neutral for light to light medium skin tones. Again, I would say fair to light. But the shade of this I thought would be a great colour corrector for me. Actually, turns out Melon is my perfect shade, and it's the one that I have on today. It's just perfect for my under eyes, and it doesn't leave a shiny texture underneath the eye. It also doesn't crease if you build it up, and that goes for all of these shades. They are super buildable, and they don't crease. And the reason they don't crease is those powder particles, and the powder particles help this to set in place. They also help to add more of a matteness underneath the eye, which really does help to blur those imperfections. So let's talk application. Now, application is super easy, and you can do one of 3 things. You can use your fingertips, which is the first method that I used and you will see me doing in this video. You can use a sponge, but you can also use a brush. Now, if you are like me and have quite dark under eye circles, you're going to want to firstly use your fingers to really get that product to sink into the skin, but then I would use a brush just in the areas where you need that little bit of extra coverage. And it really worked for me. I mean, as you can see, I've got this on today. Yes, it's not super coverage. This isn't one of those products that I would reach for when I'm doing a full face of flawless makeup. However, if I wanted to just brighten myself up, if I wanted to make myself look more awake and a little bit more youthful, just when I'm popping out to the shop, on the school run, around the house, just to make me feel a little bit better, I would definitely reach for this. So like I said, it's not going to give you full coverage, but if you build this up with a couple of layers, you're probably going to get medium coverage out of this, especially if you use a brush application. Now let me just zoom you in so that you can see the actual finish underneath the eye. Now, I haven't added any powder underneath the eye, so you will be able to see exactly what this looks like on bare skin with nothing else over the top of it. You can see that this is quite matte and it has a slight powdery finish. Now, that is the main reason that I feel like a lot of people aren't going to get on with this product. Like I said, I love it. I absolutely love it, but considering that I have dry skin all over my face, I actually don't have dry under eyes. My under eyes are actually quite hydrated and nourished, and I'm not quite sure how this is going to look on a dry under eye because of that powdery finish. A lot of people with dry under eyes decide not to set their concealer in place, and because of the powder particles in here, you don't have that option. this is going to set down, and it does give you a slight powdery finish as if you've powdered this in place, and that may look quite dry on your skin. So the powdery finish on the surface of the skin is more noticeable the more you build this up. So if you just put one layer, it's just not noticeable at all. But I've put 2 layers on today and I notice it slightly more. I like it because it's not shiny. I like it because it sets itself in place. I like it because it doesn't have any glittery particles to illuminate underneath the eye, which is not my preference. I just think it looks really fresh, really, really natural, very skin-like. I find that this is smooth. I find that this is super long wearing, lasts way over 12 hours on me, and yeah. Absolutely love it. So there's going to be a lot of split decision in this product. You are going to know if you want to pick this up or if you want to avoid it at all costs. And I think the main reason that people are going to love it or hate it is the same thing, and it's those powder particles. So if you love your eyes looking really hydrated and nourished, this is not going to be the product for you, because although this will hydrate your under eyes because of all those beautiful ingredients that are in this product, because of those powder particles, you won't get that beautiful hydrated, nourished sheen on the surface of the skin. It won't give you that look. So if you like that, this is one to avoid. If you have really, really dry skin, I would probably say this is also one to avoid. But if you have more normal skin to combi skin, oily skin, you may want to give this one a go. I've been testing this out for the last 4 days now, and it's definitely a keeper for me. If you're wondering which shades I would go for if you are my shade twin, I would go for 03 Seashell if you're wanting a really brightening effect underneath the eye. If you're wanting something that's more color correcting and closer to my natural skin tone, I would definitely go for Melon in 06, and that's the one that I have on today. I like to use both of these. I use Melon as a colour corrector, and then I use Seashell in 03 as brightening, just these outside edges and that inner corner. Works really, really well on me, but please let me know your thoughts. If you have tried this already and you love it or you hate it, I really want to hear from you, and so does the rest of the Wolf Pack. So please share your knowledge and experiences with this product. I really hope you found this video helpful. I hope it's helped you out in some way of whether you were toying on buying this product and whether you now think you can save your money or whether you're desperate to get your hands on it. I'm eager to find out. Please let me know in the comments section, and hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.